Ew, ew, big fish-ish. Y'all know what it is. So we're back with another chapter from one of the greatest books that I've ever read, hands down. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Make sure y'all go get that. Like I said, I'm listening to the Audible while at the same time reading, and it's definitely been an enjoyable experience that giving a lot of game out. So today we're going to talk about chapter 8, and it's called Decision. And it talks about the battle between procrastination and just making decisions and following through with the decisions. So I'm going to share y'all a few different lines. I'm going to hang on the first 2 pages and focus on those areas and then give y'all some insight, give y'all my takeaways. And hopefully, if y'all are reading along or if y'all are checking out the book, hopefully y'all can give me some of y'all feedback as well. So decision. So it starts off the chapter with this paragraph or this sentence. Accurate analysis of over 25,000 men and women who had experienced failure disclosed the fact that lack of decision was near the head of the list of the 30 major causes of failure. This is no mere statement of a theory, it is a fact. Procrastination, the opposite of decision, is a common enemy which practically every man must conquer. Let me read that one more time. Procrastination, the opposite of decision, is a common enemy which practically every man must conquer. So we've all been there. We set goals. We say we want to get to a certain point of our lives, or a certain point in our lives, I should say. But for whatever reason, we have distractions come up. Life, right? Life gets in the way, or we allow life to get into the way. And that's the difference between us accomplishing our goals and us not. Us allowing that excuse to be an acceptable excuse that, hey, I got a lot of stuff going on. I'm busy. I got kids. I got a family. All these different things that can come into play that make it easier for you to procrastinate. So when we talk about accomplishing something great, I want to read to y'all a couple things that I highlighted. It says people who fail to accumulate money without exception have the habit of reaching decisions, if at all, very slowly, and of changing these decisions quickly and often. So we set goals, we set different plans to get there, but we constantly change. That means that we're not solid in our plan, that we're not solid in our decision. Now, there's something to say about adapting as you move forward. However, the decision has to remain the same. The commitment has to remain the same. We're deciding to do this and we're doing it. We may change, with new information as far as like the strategy, but overall, our decision is consistent and remains the same. And this is the case with any leader. So when we talk about leaders, which the book was describing, nobody follows people that constantly change their decisions. All right. It's like, think about the person that wants to be this one day, wants to be that one day. You want to be a singer one day, then you want to be an attorney the next day, then you want to go rescue animals the next day. It's tough. And this book actually identifies that the jack of all trades, the jack of all trades, something that I actually used to take pride in. We're going to release the TV show Jack of All Trades on the OG network on YouTube. Make sure y'all tap in. But the jack of all trades is usually not great at any one thing, but just mediocre at a bunch of stuff because you're concentrating your energy. You're spreading that cup that you have. You're filling a bunch of different cups. You're filling this cup, this cup, this cup, rather than just committing to one particular cup. So we already talked about the importance of leadership, the importance of being able to have a group that can rely on you because you know that you uplift them, so they therefore develop a higher trust for you. You're not going to have that when you're wishy-washy. Nobody wants to follow somebody who's wishy-washy. People will follow stuff even if it's wrong. If they know that this person, I trust that this person is solid in their decision and they're going through with it. You will find people that follow that. But it's hard to find people to follow anything when it's a wishy-washy thing. That's why when you start up a lot of businesses and you're talking about your different ideas and you're asking people, to get involved, a lot of times, and I've been there before myself, a lot of times we do this and we get feedback that we may not like, but the feedback may tell us a story or tell us a lot about ourselves that we may not already be seeing. And it may just be like, yo, it's wishy washy. I don't believe in the commitment. I know that you're a wishy washy person. You always got a bunch of stuff going on. You committed to this last week. You had an idea that you were going to take, on for the rest of your life. And now you got something else. People don't like that. All right. People don't like that. So let me read a couple other things just from these first 2 pages. I promise it's not any longer than that. But these are things that are going to, set off a few different conversations. So the majority of people who fail to accumulate money sufficient for their needs are generally easily influenced by the opinions of others. If you are influenced by opinions when you reach decisions, you will not succeed in any undertaking, much less in that of transmuting your own desire into money. If you are influenced by the opinions of others, you will have no desire of your own. Now, you're probably looking at me like, well, shouldn't you get people's advice? There's a difference between having your core group of people that you rely on for advice, which we tend to call the mastermind. You have to have your mastermind. And I'm not sure if we touched on that in the last book chapter review, but when they're talking about the opinions of people, they're talking about the outsiders, all the distractions, not the people that have skin in the game, not the people that are in your core group. You're talking about the outside people, how people think about you, what people feel about you. Nobody cares. If they're not in that core group, if they're not in the room, then don't validate their opinion. And to tell you the truth, when you have that mastermind group of people that you trust, of people that have already shown loyalty, of people that have proven to you that they have your best interest at heart, and y'all work together for a common cause, you have similar foundational principles and morals, that's the group that you talk to before you make the decision. You get the insight from them, and then you make your decision based on, how you feel about it, as well as the knowledge that you're getting from people that you trust, proven people. And then you make your decision. But if you get that decision, if you come to your decision based on the information that you're getting from this core group of people that I'm talking about, your mastermind, then why, after making your decision, would you allow outside distractions of people who are not in that room, aka people who don't matter? Why would you allow their input to alter anything that you're doing? Why would you allow their opinions to sway you one way or another? You shouldn't. Let me keep reading a little bit. Keep your own counsel. When you begin to put into practice the principles described here, by reaching your own decisions and following them, take no one into your confidence except the members of your mastermind group, and be very sure in your selection of this group that you choose only those who will be in complete sympathy and harmony with your purpose. Let me read that one more time. Keep your own counsel, your mastermind. Keep your own counsel. When you begin to put into practice the principles described here, by reaching your own decisions and following them, take no one into your confidence except the members of your mastermind group, and be very sure in your selection of this group that you choose only those who will be in complete sympathy and harmony with your purpose. Those are the people that we align with. We've been talking about, the theme has been alignment, energy, right? We want to make sure that we're locked in with the people that align with us, that align with our purpose, and we align with theirs. So that way there's a mutual understanding, a common perspective, common context. That's a word that's important, context, because a lot of people who are not in that room, the outsiders, the noise, the people that are, the first to give their opinions, they don't even have the context to even give a valid opinion. Anybody can have an opinion, but if you don't have context that has already been established within that group, that mastermind group, your council, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But what this also goes to show you is just how important having a group is. They talk about having a mastermind, these trusted individuals getting together at least once a week, discussing different issues, discussing different goals, discussing different business opportunities, all these different things. This is 100 years ago. Let me be very clear. This book was written, I keep saying 100 years ago. I think it was written around 100 years ago. But even if it was 80, whatever it is, the fact is they didn't have technology. They don't have Zoom. They didn't have cell phones like us. They didn't have text messaging. So if they have a mastermind group that they're getting together with every week, at the very least every week, there's no excuse for us. Now, see, our problem may be that we have too much access to people. We have too much access to people. Too many access to people. That too much access may mean a distraction. You know, I can open my phone right now. I can open my phone, go on Instagram, scroll down a line. I scroll down my timeline. I just tapped in with 10 people. Just scrolling down my line. I just tapped in with 10 people. Somebody was on the beach. Somebody was doing some music. Somebody was taking a pic with a fam. A couple other vacation pics. A couple ads in there trying to sell me. There's so much access, but what it does is it serves as a distraction. I can talk to people easily. So it's very hard, and we talked about this earlier on the morning show with Kamari. We talked about the fact that a lot of times you have to trim the fat. Trim the fat. We have to get rid of the time, the people that is spent that is not getting us closer to our goals. Because if we don't limit our time spent with people that are not helping us get to our goals, then it's hard to find time to get with our mastermind group. So remember, this is twofold right here. We started off talking about decisions versus procrastination. The best way to make a decision and to have confidence in a decision is to have your mastermind group that you can link with at least once a week, talk to on a consistent basis. You trust them, they trust you, so you know it's real advice, it's genuine advice. There's a lot of transparency there. You don't have to wonder like, oh, is this person just telling me this because of that, or are they not trying to tell me? No, you understand that there's a certain level of trust there, so therefore you will be able to reach a decision quicker, and you will have more confidence in that decision. And when you have more confidence in that decision, that allows you to stand on it with conviction. And when you stand on something with conviction, then you're less likely to get pushed off your square. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this person said that, oh, they said they don't like it. Yo, let's change it. Nah, I already spoke to my group. Matter of fact, we already talked about how these type of people probably wouldn't like it. You see you see the power in developing a group, developing a mastermind, developing your village, your council, where the envy, the jealousy is not there, where everybody's working together for a common cause. Even if we're not working on the same thing, we support each other. That's where the mastermind, the value of that comes into play. They were talking about some of the most influential leaders. Henry Ford. They were discussing how he had limited education. However, when what kind of clicked in getting his success was when he developed his mastermind, when he had extremely successful and intelligent people that he could trust around the country, that he could rely on, that he can, call on, send letters to, whatever, get together with. And one of those people was Thomas Edison. And Henry Ford realized, and they discussed this in the book, that this is what kind of got him to reach these great heights of success from a leadership standpoint and financial, is because he got amazing people around him. He enhanced the lives of people around him, so therefore they in turn trusted and believed in him as a leader. Because he uplifted them, so then they wanted to return the favor. He had intelligent people and courageous people and people that believed in him and his purpose and that aligned with him and his purpose. So that's what took things to the next level. And when you have that, you don't have to have that mindset that we always hear that people brag about. You know, I did it on my own, self-made, all that other stuff. Listen, it sounds good in a rap song. It looks good on a Instagram caption, but the majority of people aren't making it self-made. You want to be successful, you want to make a lot of money, get you a group of people, get you your counsel, get you your mastermind, people that you can build with to help you make decisions in life. All right, to help you make decisions in business, to give you the confidence to stand on those decisions, to go through the ups and downs, to maneuver through the challenges and win. That's the importance of the mastermind. So, like I said, if y'all are checking out the book, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, this is chapter 8. This is decision. I'm getting through this book quick. I just picked it up last week, but this book is a must read. All right, it's a must read, and we're talking about decisions, right? This is how powerful a decision can be. Right now, you can make the decision to purchase this book right now. It's as easy as opening up your phone, boop, going on Amazon, whoever delivers books, Barnes and Noble, ordering the book to your house, and it'll probably be here by Monday or Tuesday. It's just a decision. Now you're actively making a decision that you should be following through with, right? We talked about following through with. We're not just going to read a chapter or just let it sit on our bookshelf. That's the procrastination. The decision is to order the book, read the book. And for what? $10 and not even a minute of your time, you can have a book at your doorstep that's going to open so many doors of opportunities, give you a perspective that you don't currently have. All right, that's going to allow you to take things to the next level. So let's start looking through life or going through life with just understanding that winning or losing just comes down to a set of decisions and who's willing to follow through on those decisions. All right, so with that, I'll let y'all go. I'm going to keep reading. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Get to the bag with integrity, of course. And it's Friday, so I don't know when I'll probably be posting this today. But enjoy your weekend. And by enjoy your weekend, I mean get something done. Get ahead. Gain an edge. Do something that you've been saying that you were going to do for a while. All right? Get that procrastination list out. Everything that you've been BSing on. Get a BS list. Write down everything and just start checking off everything. Checking off everything. It's going to do wonders. It's going to do wonders for your confidence in all areas of life. All right, I'm going to do the same thing because I got a couple things I've been BSing on too, like cleaning out my storage. So with that, I'll let y'all go. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see y'all soon. Ew.